Good morning and welcome to day number 2 of the 2026 CABC Gold Bat Tournament. Dan Esty back with you on the microphone. Glad to bring you a full day of action here from Stan Slack Field in beautiful Sarnia, Ontario. Our first game this morning is going to feature the Brampton Royals, who will be the visiting team. Taking on the home team for this game, the Sarnia Brigade. Both teams currently sit at 1-0 right now after play yesterday. The Sarnia Brigade with a tidy 4-3 walk-off win over the Burlington Brants last night here. Meanwhile, the Brampton Royals got their tournament off to a big start as they defeated the Windsor Athletics by a score of 15-0 yesterday at Blackwell Park. We'll go through the starting lineups for today's games. We will start with the Brampton team first. Leading off and playing right field, number 28, Brendan Nolette. Batting second, the center fielder, number 1, Caleb Charmau. Batting third, the shortstop, number 19, Sam LaBelle. Batting fourth, the designated hitter for this game, number 6, Joe Ferreira. Batting fifth, the third baseman, number 2, Pat Pinlack. Batting sixth, the first baseman, number 31, Aiden Cowper. Batting seventh and doing the catching today, number 33, Ralph Leahy. And batting eighth, the second baseman, number 83, Kyle Mewson. And batting ninth, the left fielder, number 34, Ethan Charmau. Pitching today for the Brampton Royals is number 6, Joe Ferreira. So they will be using the Otani rule. We'll give you the Sarnia starting lineup in the bottom half of this inning. Glad for you to join us today. Full slate of 4 games today. We'll get to that in a minute. We'll take a quick break before we get this one started. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. All right, we're just about ready to go here from Stan Slack Field. The battery today for the Sarnia Brigade doing the catching is number 47, Cooper Clark. And doing the pitching today is right-hander number 1, Zach Wilson. Number 39. Brandon Nolette going to step in and get things going here for the Royals in the top of the first. That pitch finds the zone, and we are underway for day number 2 of the CABC Gold Bat Tournament. Here comes the 0-1 pitch from Wilson. That one sails high and outside for ball 1. That pitch misses as well for a ball count. Now 2 balls and 1 strike here on the leadoff hitter, Brendan Nolette. Caleb Charmau waits on deck. He bats second this inning. The shortstop, Sam LaBelle, due up third. That pitch misses high as well. Nolette into a hitter's count now here, sitting at 3-1. Three-one pitch from Wilson. That's going to miss down and in for ball 4. And that is a leadoff walk for Brandon Nolette. So that's going to bring up the center fielder, Caleb Charamau. Had a big game yesterday in their 15-0 to win, collecting 3 hits, 5 RBIs in that game. First pitch from Wilson. That fastball is going to tail back over the plate for strike 1. That one popped up. Clark unable to see that one. I don't know if he lost it in the sun, but that's going to kick foul. So Wilson up in this count now. No balls and 2 strikes. Long pause. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. That curveball way up and in, just missing Charamau. That runs the count now to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Going to check over to first. No let back in time there as Hank Vandermeer puts the tag down. Big night for Hank at the park last night. Had a 2-run home run in the first inning and pitched 3 innings in relief to lead the Brigade to a 4-3 win over the Burlington Brants. That fastball misses upstairs, evening the count now at 2-2. Again, if you're joining us on the feed this morning, welcome. Thank you for taking part of your Saturday morning with us. Feel free to drop it in the chat where you're watching from. That pitch is going to catch Charamau in the shoulder, and he's going to make his way to first. So the Royals with something brewing here in the top of the first now as they have their first 2 runners on. And that's going to bring up the shortstop for today's game, Sam LaBelle. So the Royals with something brewing here in the top of the first now as they have their first 2 runners on. So Wilson all set here. He's going to deliver his first pitch, which is a cutter missing outside for ball 1. Wilson with the long look in here to catcher Cooper Clark. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That fastball going to tail up and in for ball 2. Few control issues here early on for Zach Wilson. That curveball is going to miss just up for ball 3. So 3 balls and no strikes to count. Here's the pitch. 3-0 curveball there drops in for strike 1. Another little slider. That one going to drop in as well for strike 2. Count now full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Wilson with his sign now. He comes set at the belt. That curveball going to miss upstairs. And that is going to load the bases. So a few early issues here for the Sarnia Brigade in this one, as the Brampton Royals currently have the bases loaded with nobody out. One of the more dangerous hitters in the province, Joe Ferreira, makes his way to the plate. Coach Joel Ainsworth going to make a trip to the mound, have a chat with everyone here. This point now, it's just about limiting the damage. Although a pop-up and a double play, and you're right out of the jam here, but certainly a little bit of trouble here to start. So Ainsworth makes his way back to the bench. Zach Wilson's going to face DH Joe Ferrer here as that curveball misses up for ball one. I apologize about the quality of the feed here right now. Hopefully it clears up. If not, we may have to restart it here. That curveball going to miss up and in for ball two to Ferreira. Wilson trying to work through some feel issues here right now, trying to find the zone with both pitches he's been using so far, as we do see some early activity down in the Sarnia bullpen as that fastball is fouled into the netting. Foul. Good hack there from Ferreira. Left-hander Alex McLean has gotten up and started to throw. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That fastball also fouled into the netting. Zach Wilson has battled himself back into a 2-2 count here as he tries to maneuver his way around this jam that he's gotten himself into with the bases loaded and nobody out. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Slider hit up the middle, just missing the foot of Wilson and into center for a single. One run going to come in. Second one are getting the waves. A little bit of a bobble there in center field by Logan Buntrock, and that is a 2-run single for Joe Ferreira. And that is a quick 2-0 lead for the Brampton Royals. That first pitch to Patrick Pinlack is going to miss for a ball. Pat playing third base today.